I'm returning a library book. It's not due yet, but I finished reading it, so I thought I would return it early. It's something my librarian taught me to do when I was a little boy.
Thank you, kind stranger. That's very socially responsible of you. You must have had an excellent librarian when you were a little boy.
Of course. Have a nice day.
And you as well, good sir.
Hey, Mr. Mall.
Hey, Peter.
I've been thinking a lot about the unicorn we saw last week, Mr. Mall.
Yes, Peter.
You said unicorns aren't cute, but rather majestic. But the unicorn we saw was pretty cute, so now I'm confused.
I can see why that could be confusing, Peter. To be honest, I'm a trifle confused myself.
Oh, hey Ilsa. We were just wondering why that unicorn from the other day was so darn cute.
That's right, we were. Because I was pretty darn sure that unicorns are majestic. But the unicorn we saw seemed like it was cute.
I think I understand the confusion here. We're talking about a creature from the fantasy genre as if it were an animal from realistic fiction, like a cat.
How do you mean, Ilsa?
It's a question of genre, Mr. Mall. You've worked in a library so long that you might have forgotten that unicorns are from the fantasy genre.
That's right, Ilsa. I can't believe I forgot that. It makes sense now that you mention it. For a long time, our adventures here in the library have been realistic fiction, meaning that we only do things that could happen in real life. For example, if a cat were in the library right now, they could meow or lick their fur or scratch the edge of the desk. But they couldn't suddenly start talking or walking on their hind legs or wearing 7-league boots, because they would be a realistic cat that would have to follow the rules of real life. But now, all of a sudden we encounter a unicorn, which is a creature from the fantasy genre.
And fantasy doesn't have to follow the same rules as realistic fiction or even the same rules from fantasy story to fantasy story. For instance, sometimes vampires might be sparkly and sometimes they might not.
That's right. It just depends on who's writing the fantasy story. They get to make up their own rules. Whereas if you write a story that is realistic fiction, it has to follow the rules of the real world, where animals don't talk and mermaids don't sing.
So the fantasy genre allows for unicorns to be cute, but also they might be majestic. It just depends on who is writing the story, since they get to make up the rules.
Apparently so. Although, can we really say the unicorn was cute?
Well, it was pretty small.
Yes, but does small always mean cute?
Not always. But
In this case, I think we have to agree that it was both small and cute.
I can live with that, as long as we can also agree that not all small creatures are necessarily cute.
I can agree with that.
Me too.
I'm glad we had this talk.
Hello.
I'm so confused.